The name of this project is Brighton United, and the goal is to bring more opportunities for people from global majority backgrounds and normalize their presence in professional spaces at networking events and to heighten the sense of value that's associated with people from global majority backgrounds. I do a lot of networking and living in Brighton. I noticed that it's a very segregated business community. And so I formed a coalition of co-working spaces, events, professionals. I understood that other people were also experiencing challenges to growing businesses and becoming established professionally, and that this was something that wouldn't just be an issue in Brighton, but that there would be other cities that also struggled with normalizing integration of global majority professionals. And so I set out with a vision to create a scalable model that would help to facilitate those relationships and normalize the presence of global majority individuals in business environments that would lead to opportunities for building more relationships that would help people to grow and flourish professionally or in their businesses. And reciprocally, that would facilitate innovative approaches for business growth in areas where a more homogeneous segment of the population may find some limitations seeing things from more broad perspectives. We're looking to bridge the gap to facilitate more clear and effective communication strategies. And we're also looking to bring the opportunities that are present within those groups to global majority groups so that there's more of an awareness of the opportunities that are available while also normalizing the presence of these global majority individuals. Our unique approach is that it really centers around the business side of things with a phased approach. So there's a phase where we'll do co-hosted, co-sponsored events with supportive groups. In Brighton, there's an alliance of groups who have an awareness the need for more diverse representation within their businesses and within the business sector. We're making a safe space essentially by raising awareness that there is a segregated community. And so the first stage is as we start to normalize the presence of global majority citizens in these co-working spaces and environments, then those voices are given more credibility. And we're also integrating training. So for people who haven't traditionally been a part of networking, we have people who have volunteered at this point. Hopefully we'll be able to subsidize or pay people to come in and professionally hold workshops to help our global majority citizens have more confidence when we go into networking environments, that we understand how to go into a networking environment looking to build relationships with key individuals. Then we'll look to integrate a mentoring program so that it starts to normalize within the younger generation's minds that they have the potential to be professionals and business owners, and that it's normal for them to see their peers doing business with people from different backgrounds. So one of the challenges traditionally is that when people do go to networking groups, they tend to interact with people that they know or they stick to their own, for lack of a better word. And so we're establishing a fundamental approach where people will have a gamified system for getting to know people outside of their own bubbles. In addition to the events, is helping the local businesses to communicate the opportunities that would be applicable to global majority individuals that those individuals might not know about otherwise. And so the language barrier is one of the toughest obstacles because businesses that don't traditionally have global majority individuals to help with the language from internally. And so another key component is that we'll work with these businesses one to one. And that's where my experience in both television production and in my own video production business will really be a benefit because we'll be able to help them with messaging. On the other side, we'll be working with the global majority individuals within Brighton United to help platform them and to allow them to communicate about their businesses, how to shore up their branding. We're looking to have around 50 global majority individuals who are part of the test group. If you can have a consistent, 20 people in rotation from that 50, then you're starting to normalize the presence in people who otherwise wouldn't be used to having global majority individuals in their environment. That's where you're starting to have an impact that is more broad. So you're giving more people a more credible presence and publicity. Our key, and so while action is one of our core values, legacy is another. And so we want this to be something that endures. And so that's the mentoring aspect and looking to make sure that we have a model that's scalable that we can take to other cities. And the real core element of this is that we want to help facilitate a sense of belonging in these spaces. We will measure success by the number of people who connect with opportunities that they otherwise would not be privy to, with the number of relationships that are forged. We are approaching this from a lean startup approach. And so currently we are testing our action phases. We have multiple quantitative ways of making sure that our program is effective and iterating and refining the models until we come up with an outcome that represents success.